Wherever I'm at, with Malcolm-Hatchett. Wherever I'm at, with Malcolm-Hatchett.
What's up, man? Boy, I'm tired. Man, I drove to San Francisco yesterday for the first time, and I drove back immediately after. It was nice. I did a show out there called The Comedy Psychos. It was really nice. Shout out my boy Leroy for putting me on the show. It was very fun. Headline yesterday in San Fran for the first time. And then I did a show in Berkeley right after. Went to this pizza shop out in Berkeley called Red Tomato. That was nice. San Francisco, the Bay, they show love. I think I'll be out there a little sooner than expected. Back in LA, exhausted. Man, I was driving back yesterday, man, and it was about a 5-hour drive. I kept dozing off. I swear I dozed off the whole 5 hours. Man, I guess I got a purpose, because shit, I didn't wreck. I gotta stop doing that shit. I'm in the Volvo right now. Sitting in the neighborhood near Hollywood. Looking at the trees like always. Hey, man, I was supposed to catch the Greyhound out to the Bay, but I missed it. Supposed to catch it at 1:45, got there at 1:47, and the motherfucker was gone. So I had to drive the Volvo. And that was just a sign, God saying, hey, it's your first time, go enjoy yourself. So I went out there, and it was nice, man. I went to the dispensary, bought a little gram. And they get mad when you buy a little cheap shit. They get pissed. Because I go in there, I say, hey, let me get a gram. And they get upset. And then I actually caught up with the Greyhound bus that I was supposed to catch. I caught up with it, so that was really funny. These white women out here walking these dogs. White women, dogs be in shape more than them. White women be sloppy as shit. Dogs be cut up, looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, man. Supposed to catch the Greyhound, missed it. So I had to drive, and it was nice. I got there, everybody out there friendly. Shit. The Mexicans were celebrating Cinco de Mayo before Cinco de Mayo. It was the 4th. It's the 5th now. Shit, they was going in. And everybody friendly out there. Everybody happy. It's real nice out there. The water's nice. Just seemed like a good environment. I know they got rough areas, but what I saw, it seemed really nice. The show vibe was dope. It was very fun. They offer a lot of stage time out in San Fran, too. Just in the Bay in general, they say. Had fun, man. It was crazy because the show was outside behind this like shop that sells clothes and stuff called, I think it's called San Fran Psycho. Wait, let me see. What's the name of this show? Yeah, it's called San Fran Psycho. That's the name of the store. And they gave me a nice hat, and they let me pick out a T-shirt in the store for free. I was like, wow, that's the privilege you get for chasing your dream. You get free stuff. And they gave me weed and edibles. These the real edibles, too. Cannabis infused. Wowie watermelon. Sativa. Because, I be going to the little knockoff shops, and they be giving you the bullshit. And I be puking and stuff, so this is the legit shit. I haven't took any yet, but I'll try them out later. I'm excited about life, man. I'm excited, man. It's always been my dream to go. It's always been my dream to do everything, go to San Fran. Mainly after watching the Robin Williams documentary, Inside My Head, that really push me to, hey, y'all gotta go to San Fran. And I had the opportunity so many times, but I finally went, and I went alone, because the times I went, I was supposed to go, with people. This time, no, I went by myself. Finally, never went, and it was dope. Just waited. I was patient, and I got everything, that I wanted. And I just can't thank you enough, Leroy, and everybody who show love. Thank you. I'll be back very soon. to stay for a little while, because I would love to do comedy just in the environment and platform like the Bay Area. You know, because I'm from North Carolina, so it's always exciting to see other scenes of comedy. And I tell you what, San Fran scene made me more excited than California, Hollywood. Probably because I've been in Hollywood almost 2 years doing it. So, you know, it's time to switch it up. I'm not stationed there. That's why my podcast is called Wherever I'm At, I Be All Over, you know. And the drive there was cool. Drive there was nice. I didn't doze off driving. I had left at like 3 in the morning after missing my Greyhound like 1. And I drove there. It was nice. I had got a double shot of some espresso shit from Dunkin' Donuts that they sell in the gas station. Little coffees. And it was a little small can. That shit had me fired up. It worked better than weed, better than sativa. And on the way back, I had got a bigger can, and that shit was weak. I guess I should have stuck with the smaller can. I shouldn't have got cocky and supersized it. But it was very fun out there. And they say people breaking cars a lot out in San Fran. You know, my car is my life. So I was like, no, the fuck, ain't nobody breaking in shit. How about all my shit to the yard? The backyard show, all my shit was back there. They're like, what is his blankets doing here? Well, he don't trust his car. He said, motherfucker, they told him that people breaking cars out here in the Bay, so he said he gonna bring all his house belongings, because the Volvo was my house, to the show. Both shows. Red Tomato, brought my pillow inside. I didn't really do that, but I thought about it. I went home in March. That was my last time riding the Greyhound. Wait, I'm about to sneeze. Bless me. I went home in March, and that was fun. I caught the Greyhound. When I first moved to Hollywood. And I told myself I'd never do it again. And when I first moved to California in August 2017, I caught it. It was like a 3-day ride. It was very different, you know. Never rode before, only on a field trip when I was in 4th grade. But I had caught it to move to Cali, and it was tight. It was tough, but it was nice. I enjoyed it that one time, and then I finally caught it again. I was 24. I was about to turn 25 in March. So I caught it for my 25th birthday. You know, it was the worst experience ever. Body was hurting. It broken down out in Coachella Valley in California for 2 hours, and it messed me up a whole day. So I went home a day late. I didn't miss any shows, but I got sick around my birthday and on my birthday. I stayed in the house. I was sick, man. Body was aching. Had 2 shows when I went home. I got there just in time, and the shows were cool, but man, I wasn't feeling well. It was the Greyhound, so I told myself I'd never ride the Greyhound again. And what'd I do? I bought a ticket to San Fran, and I bought a ticket back, and I missed it, and I didn't get a refund because I didn't keep my word, but my word kept itself. My word was like, oh, you think you get on this Greyhound? You said, I told myself I would only ride the Greyhound when I make it and do a documentary. It'd be me riding the Greyhound with my family by myself. And I hadn't made it yet. Therefore, I missed it. It's just a sign. Everything is a sign in life. And you gotta know that. Yeah, I got upset, definitely. You know, but you gotta know why things happen. Sometimes it's your fault. Yeah, it was my fault, but at the same time, why was it my fault? Because I wasn't supposed to ride it, right? My mind knew what it was doing. And when things happen, don't always pout. Don't always, man, this is some bullshit. Why is this happening? Man, I spent my money. You know, fuck all that pouting, man. You know, just say, okay, this happened. Something else is gonna happen, or this happened because, you know, I said I wasn't riding anymore until I had made it. Until I was, you know, big enough and wealthy enough to rent my own Greyhound and talk about my life, you know, in a documentary form. So therefore I had to drive the Volvo. And man, all you see is 18-wheelers out there. on the way there and on the way back. And they just be driving slow and shit. On the way back, I was driving. Man, I tell you, if you could crash your car hitting nothing, I crashed my car at least 600 times within 5 hours of coming back to Cali yesterday, Los Angeles. I crashed at least 500 times. If you can crash your car without hitting anything, because I was hitting air. I'm talking about I was wrecking everything in front of me. Like just fucking up the air, you know? And I was so close to running off the road, hitting fucking bumpers. I was close to, like, bro, I'm telling you, man, I was close to doing everything. I was fucking up, man. I'm just happy that I made it back alive, because shit, man, that's when I lived in North Carolina. I had wrecked my 1994 Camaro. Oh, this is a nice car. Hell yeah. On some Stuart Little shit. I had wrecked my 94 Camaro, and I was out hustling. It was 2 in the morning. I was going home, getting ready for work. Had to go to work about 6, 7, right? Had to be up by 6, and I was going home. I was going home late, and on this particular night, I was sleepy. You know, I'm always sleeping. I can't drive for a long time, but, you know, I'm in the hometown. I'm leaving, you know, one side of town, going back to the north side, and I'm like 2 minutes from my house. I doze off for just a few seconds. It's raining, and my car slides off the road and runs into this lady's yard, and I hit a small tree, a really, really small tree, and it ruined my 94 Camaro. It didn't ruin it, but it messed up the bumper. Tire popped because it went in the yard. It went off the curb, and it just wrecked. It was the most silent accident ever. And I had weed. I had 2 guns in my car at the time. I called my mom before I called anybody else, and she came over there, and I hurried up and put my stuff in her car. She didn't know. She didn't know what I put in the car. I guess you won't ever know unless you listen to this. I put weed in the car and 2 guns, seriously. And then the cop come, and, you know, I don't drink. I smoke now. I didn't smoke at the time. And he asked me, was I, you know, drinking and driving? I said, officer, no, I don't do any of that. And I had to pay $250 to get my car towed for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes away from the accident, back to my crib. And that was my first car, 1994 Camaro. My homeboy, Malik Smith, he like a brother. He used to be my manager at McDonald's, and we also went to school together. We graduated together. He sold me my first car, 1994 Camaro, while I was working at McDonald's. He actually gave it to me, and I handed him $300, and then I just paid the rest, like every bi-weekly. It was I think he sold it for $1,500. So he worked with me. And it got the T-top, so that's my car. So I have to fix it up when I get enough money. After my mom says she gonna get rid of it, cause it's just sitting in her driveway, covered up. And the thing is covered up, is molded. It's like ripped holes and shit in it. So you can see the beat up car now. I got to get a new body cover, but that's just saying, yo, take care of me, because it's missing me. You know, I did my first open mic in that car. I got a gun charge in that car. Yeah, I was out partying with some friends and my bro. And we was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I just purchased the gun. It was a Kel-Tec, you know, and it was shooting going on outside of the party. I didn't have nothing to do with it. My gun was clean. I just got it. Everything was fresh. I ain't even fired it yet. And I left the party. Me and my brother, my homeboy Beasley, that's my nigga. That's a day one. My nigga Rambo, we dipped out. And we going back to the city. And I thought I got pulled because I was speeding. I got pulled over by like 30 cops, bro. It was like San Andreas 5-star shit, Grand Theft Auto 5-star. All I needed was helicopters. And they pulled me over. You know, they all on their car with bazookas and shit. Call of Duty guns. They got all the ammo in the world. They got bombs and shit. Fireworks. And they say, get out the car, put your hands up. I get out the car. And my brother's in there. I'm like, oh, shit. And he's like, get out the car. And they grab me. They grab him. And they find my gun. Of course, I have a gun. I just got it. And I go downtown Greensboro. And they asked me all these dumbass questions. Why was I shooting? Who was I beefing with? Never shot my gun. They didn't even check it. You know, my brother got caught with a little weed. And then they say, I'm good. They say, you good. You're going to be out of here. Next you know, they give me breakfast and I'm in this little waiting. I'm in a waiting cell. Then they take me to this other little room. And if you go in there with any type of like contraband, you automatically get a felon. So I didn't have nothing. So I'll go sit in there. And then they say, come here. And they give me a fucking orange jumpsuit. Yeah, orange jumpsuit. I took my mugshot picture. But if you Google it, it's just nothing that pops up on the internet. I should find it. I would have to find it because I had a fresh haircut that day. But they give me an orange jumpsuit. And I had to take off my socks because they had like red in them. I think red and blue. You know, you can't have that shit in jail because it's, you know, gang shit go on. So I don't want nobody to get jealous of my socks. So I was in that bitch with no socks on. And some flip-flops. And the orange jumpsuit with the fresh Boosie fade. And they told me my bond was like, before I went in, they was already saying my bond was like $700. I mean, it was $2,500. That's how much my bond was. And he talking about something, but if you get a bail bondsman, it'd be $700. But that didn't seem right. And my brother Sean Will, my brother Thomas Hatchett, and my boy Beasley, my brother Beasley, they come get me out the next day. You know, shout out to my nigga Sean. They came and got me. Shout out my nigga B. They came and got me. And my brother Thomas came and picked me up. And it was all I needed to put down was $350. And I spent 14 hours in jail because of fucking dumbass cop talking about I needed $700 out of $2,500. He didn't even have his percentage right. Dumbass cop. And I didn't have the money, so I missed the comedy show the next day. You know, but everything works out in his favor, you know, because, you know, not only was that a lesson, it was like, yo, if you gonna have a gun, you better have that paperwork, because I ain't have shit, you know. I just have a gun. I ain't got no gun license or none of that, you know. And I was in the cell for 14 hours, and I kept looking across, and there was a dude. I was in population. I was upstairs. Dude upstairs from me, he kept standing across. He was a black dude, of course. He was, you know, he kept staring. It was weird. But he was staring as if he know he was guilty of what the fuck he did. And motherfuckers, when they took us, when we had to have a little break and go down there and they fed us again, it was motherfuckers was in there excited to get shipped off. One dude was like, yo, I can't wait to go out to Virginia, because that's where they be at. They go to Virginia and they be fighting. He said this one nigga still owe me the blows. I don't know if he was talking about head, but I'm sure he was talking about fighting, because this motherfucker was tough. You know, motherfuckers been sitting in this little population cell for years out here. But I'm excited that everything worked out. I got out of there. I needed that. That was a sign saying, yo, you can't be going to parties like that. You can't be riding like that, you know, because you'll get blamed. Plus, I had a red Camaro. My shit was hot. That's the reason why my licenses are suspended. I got so many speeding tickets in that car that I never paid. And then they added up and they said, look, if you ain't gonna pay us, we're gonna turn this L shit off. So that Camaro, everything happened in that car. It was crazy because, you know, when I lived in North Carolina, after my shows, when I do the open mics or shows, I would go downtown Winston. That's my favorite place in the world, besides my mama's house and my mama's kitchen. I would go downtown Winston and I would park my Camaro, take the T-tops off. It'd be like 2 in the morning, and I would snooze. I would accidentally fall asleep purposely, ain't no accident. And I would go home at like 5, 6 in the morning, and I would have to go to work. And my mom say, but where the hell you been at? I said, shit, I went to sleep in the car. Shut the fuck up. You ain't go sleep in the car. You ain't homeless, boy. You got a bed. Where you been at? Mama, I was sleeping in the car. Oh, so you homeless now. And now I moved to L.A. and I'm really in the car. So it's like I prepped my life. I prepared for everything that's coming my way, came my way, and whatever's on the way, I'll be ready for you, you know. I'm very excited about life. Everything's working out the way I want it to, because it's my life. So you draw your own, you draw your own trail, Yeah, of course you can always hop on somebody else's trail, and if you get lost, of course they gonna know the route, But if you get on your own trail, you might fuck around and you fuck around and feel like you in a maze. You feel like you just keep running around the same, and it's just preparing you mentally and physically for the next outlet. That's all. So walk your own trail, people. Walk your own trail. You don't want to walk nobody else's trail. You want to walk your own trail. You'll get inspired by others, of course, but your trail should only have your footprints in it and the motherfuckers you bringing along. I've been doing comedy for 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years in December. I graduated high school in 2013, and I started comedy a year after that, 2014 of December. It was like December 11th, my first time doing comedy for 2014. And when I first done it, I had went up to the open mic a week before I actually went up, and I just sat down and watched it. I think I paid to get in. It's like $5. Watched it. Had on a Jordan hoodie, some sweatpants, some gray high top Converses that I brought out here. They in storage. Brought them when I caught the Greyhound. When I caught the Greyhound, brought those. And I had on the hat to the back. And after the mic, one of the comics come up to me and say, "Hey, you a comedian? You look like a comedian." I was like, "Nah, but I want to try it out." And he was like, "Come back next Thursday," because it was always Thursday at this place called the Laughing Gas, and they closed down August of 2017, and I moved to Cali like 2 weeks after they shut down. Cable company bought it, but when I'm in town, I go there and ain't nobody bought it. It's just a abandoned building, and it hurts me because that's why I started at. But it's fine because I know one day I have my own club back home, and it'll last forever, or as long as I allow it. Therefore, it'll last forever. Just like me, I'll be here forever, even when I'm not, present, featurely. Can't touch me, feel me. You'll be able to touch me and feel me if you really follow me from the beginning to the ending. I'll be here forever. Just like Bob Marley. I see the motherfucker every day, and when I say I see him, I hear his music, so therefore he's out here. Nipsey Hussle, out here. Rest in peace of Nipsey Hussle. One of the greatest to ever do it. That's one of the first musics I ever downloaded. Nipsey, it was crazy, man. I swear I was probably one of the first people out of my little circle back in North Carolina to ever listen. And I was always a West Coaster, YG, Nip, from the jump. Nip, J. Cole, Eminem, probably were the first music that I ever downloaded to an MP3 player. So, shout out to Nip, rest in peace to Nip. The Marathon Continues. Shout out to the Crenshaw album. I had all this on my little MP3 player back home. So his music, not only is his music great, the reason I listen to more music than I listen to comedy, but music is the reason I'm alive, and it's another reason that I moved to Cali. I'm telling you, just when I had hoop dreams and stuff, I would listen to Nipsey Hussle and J. Cole, Big Sean all the time, Eminem all the time, and I'm sure a lot of music is the reason that I caught the Greyhound and I came out here. The toughest way anybody can move to chase a dream and then become homeless, music. So I just want to thank Nipsey Hussle, and all the rappers that motivated me and still motivating me up until this day to just keep chasing my dream and keep struggling and going through what I go through, because their struggles were 10 times different, and you look up to those guys because they play a tune that nobody can play anything in any way like them. So music is the reason I'm here, and it's the reason I'm going. Comedy is music, and if you don't know that by now, well, shit, you need to listen to some more. Seriously, comedy is music. Comedy is music. Listen to music, take the beat away. It's very silly, I'm telling you. So rest in peace to Nipsey, man. Nip in peace. really great role model, man. He's like the Bob Marley of Crenshaw, literally, man. Straight up. Just a whole lot tougher, whole lot hooder. You know. Well, Bob was tough too, so that's a perfect example. That's what Nip was. Nip was the Bob Marley of the 60s. 60 Crips, man. That's a big loss for the world. That's a big loss, man. But it's a bigger gain, cause he living on, man. Wherever you drive, you hear Nip play all day long out here. Nip and Roddy Ricch. Shout out to Roddy Ricch, man. He put him on a platform, changed that kid's life, man. That kid's changing my life because music is the reason I'm alive. I'm telling you, the day music stop playing, comedy can stop. But if music stop, I probably won't be here. Something about music, man. I would love to perform forever. But if somebody said no more comedy, it's illegal, I would just listen to music because that's all I do anyway. Well, comedy is from within, You just get up there because, you don't have to, but that's what you do. Comedy is comedy. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I take it serious, but it's what I do. This ain't no facade. This ain't no joke. People, did you really go through that? Did you? Yeah, this is no lie. I'm 100% honest. I'm an Aries. Look at my horoscope. We tell the truth, people. So for comedy, for me, it's just, me saying, hey, I wanna tell you this because this shit is real, or, help me feel better about this situation because this shit hurt me. Like my jaw incident, or growing up hustling or just losing friends. Like all that shit I talk about is real. So I say it to get some type of, free feeling. I want to feel better about the situation. Because if most people have situations and they just let it be a situation and I'm hurting them because they hold it in. But see, I'm a comic, so when I go through things, when folks go through things, I'm the voice for a lot of people because a lot of people can't say or talk the shit I talk because they be afraid, of other motherfuckers. But nah, that's what the fuck I do. I'm the voice for the motherfuckers who can't do it. Seriously, I'm just blessed to be able to have the skill and they say have the charisma. That's all it is. I'm the voice for the motherfuckers. Cause I'm telling you, the people I grew up with way funnier than me. Way funnier. Me, just a lot smarter, a lot wiser, more woke. But the people I grew up with, like my barbers, like my boy Sean Will, my barber Weeks. My mama, my little brother, my sister, way funnier than me. Like, way funnier than me. I just got the guts to go up there and, speak my truth and their truths because, a lot of people can't do it. So, I'm just a voice for a lot of people, that's all. And I'm fine with that. Somebody got to do it. So I got you, people. I love people, so... Therefore, if you can't, I got you. I love you. Because when I tell my jokes, man, when I get up there and tell my jokes, people come up to me, man, and they say thank you. One of the craziest things that happened, I was in San Fran after the comedy San Fran Psycho show. People say thank you and stare me in my eyes. Thank you. Just thank you so much for this. Thank you for coming out. But the craziest thing happened, this dude yesterday after the show, he grabs me and dabs my hand, looks me in my eyes and say, "You're special." And I was gonna say like a little dumb joke, but he was like, "You're special." And I was like, damn. That was dope. That was really cool, bro. That's something that'll probably live with me forever. Like, just saying that was dope, man. Maybe I heard it before, but this time I heard it, And he said it, and it was like maybe like a 5-second pause, 3-second pause. And he said it again. He said, "You know that." He said, "You're special." And when I woke up after driving back, because I was asleep driving, and, woke up today, man, I was like, wow, I'm special. That's amazing. Because I had a decent set. It was nice, man. I opened up out there because those people, they allow it. And that's another thing. It's not that people allowing it, it's you allowing it. But they made me feel welcome. That's what I meant. So, shout out to that guy who said I was special, man. I'm going to run with that one right there, man. Hopefully I get a special soon. That was dope of you to say. He never spoke to me ever. Don't know him. Not from San Fran. So that was nice. That's the best part about the game. Yeah, you get the money, you get the check, you get whatever. But the best part is when the people give you the feedback. That's the best part. The people hug you. Hey, can I get a photo? Hey, could you sign this? Hey, could you let me know? And people always ask me, should they do comedy? Like, I'm not finna break you down because most comics, you ask them that, they get mad. I don't know, make your mind up, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to do this, blah, blah. They'll tell you no, but I'd say do it. Even if I never seen you perform. There's a reason you want to do it. And most people be afraid to do it because they have a friend who does it. And 9 out of 10, they probably funnier than that friend, but they don't want to do it because they don't want to lose that friendship. And that friend, if you jump out farther than the friend doing, the same thing they do, they might get jealous. And I say do it, because if that friend gets jealous of you doing something that you probably are great at, you'll never know until you do it. If they get jealous, that was never your friend. That was a hater. So I say whatever you want to do, if you're afraid to do it because of a friend, a close relative or some shit, do it and see the outcome. Do it and see the outcome. Do it. Do it and see the energy. Read all the energy while doing it. And if shit don't seem right, that's not your friend, that's not your cousin, whatever, do it. There's always gonna be your mom. Your mom always wants you to go to school. So if she say don't do some shit, do it anyway, because that's your mom. You always do your thing anyway. But that's just a mom conversation. But anybody else, you don't know them. I'm excited about life, man. I'll be going to Cluster Fest either 2 ways. I probably only get to do it, one time. But I auditioned through my agents and management for Cluster Fest. So if I get to go, it'll be like June 21st through the 23rd. And it'll be like four shows within that time span, something like that. If I make the audition, but if I don't, I'll still go with my boy Leroy. Shout out my boy Leroy. He connected with Cluster Fest, the show that I done yesterday. Comedy Psycho. Comedy San Fran Psycho is sponsored by Cluster Fest. So Comedy Central. It was Comedy Central folks out there yesterday. And I get to perform at Cluster Fest June 21st through the 23rd. I think I'll be performing the 23rd at the last show on Sunday in front of 50,000 people. So that's amazing. Or I will be performing every day if I made the audition. So it's a win-win situation for me. That's just what it is when you trust the process, If you trust the process, and the more you work, you get shit that you didn't even think existed. Like auditions for crazy things. Even if you don't land things, it's a reason why you got it. It's like, all right, pick your head up. It's going to be something way bigger or smaller. You just have to keep climbing, It's like, hey, now that I have your attention, boom. Oh, no, you're not going to get it, but this is what you could get if you took it more seriously. So it's just the signs, people. Once you look at the signs different than you would normally look at them, because, people look at signs and say, yo, this is some bullshit. Why is this? But if you look at the signs and just say, okay, this happened because, I pretty much made it happen this way. So therefore I have to become, stronger mentally so it won't happen anymore. It's just like sometimes you need knockdowns, failures. Well, of course you need them all the time. Knockdown, failures. You need that. You need that because that's how you get the Grammy. That's how you get an Emmy. That's how you get best film. You know, best comedy album. That's how you get that from going through stuff. You know, from separating yourself from isolation. You know, that's how you get that. So whatever you're going through, the struggle, it's a reason. It's a reason why. Trust me, it's a reason why, and you have to figure it out. And just trust the signs. Know that there's no such thing as a good sign. There's no such thing as a bad sign. There's no such thing as an evil sign. It's just a sign. It's just a sign. And what I mean by sign, you know, I have a stop sign that says stop. Yeah, it says stop. So signs that say, you know, oh, keep going. Or hey, slow down. That's what every sign is. It's like, yo, do some more and you get more, or yo, chill because this was not the right. So now you have to make a left, you know, a left turn signal. It's just a signs. You know, I see street signs. I think about signs, you know, that I saw throughout the day within myself, and I compare them. Like right now I'm looking at a stop sign that says stop, and it's like, yo, I should rest more before I take trips like this, you know, like stop, like slow down, be careful. And it says warning avenue. Warning avenue with a stop sign. So it's like I'm warning you to stop your foolish ways, Malcolm. And then up on the stop sign it says all way. So it's pretty much saying I'm warning you to stop your foolish ways all the way. So when I read signs, you know, you just gotta read them, and shit's falling on my car. I can easily move, yeah, but that'll mess up a nice parking spot. I'm in the shade, so when you park in the shade, therefore shit will fall on your car. If I park in the sun, nothing. And I will sweat, so you know, sometimes, you know, you might be in a comfortable area, but it's gonna be distractions. And you just have to accept that. That's all. I don't get the people who come outside with like 3 hoodies on, the homeless guys, when they're already outside. They have on the hoodies and shit, and it be hot. I guess their body must get really cold. I don't know, man. Or they been so sheltered to themselves for a while. They so, you know, in tune with themselves. They all only be alone pretty much. So they cover themselves up because they don't want to, plus they don't have clothing under it. So, you know, they appreciate what they have, so they wear the hoodie in the heat. I get it, you know. People, I'm going to leave you with this right here, man. Life, man. Life is life. You only get one of them. So if you complaining, not sure what the fuck you want to do in life, hurry it up. I hate when motherfuckers go to college and you ask what's their major. I'm still deciding. You don't want to be in school. You don't want to be in school. Because when I was in school, I wanted to be a physical therapist, but I dropped out to do comedy. So when you don't have your mind made up, you killing yourself. Make up your mind, because you know what you want to do. Everybody knows what they want to do. And if you name 5 things, fuck it. Just pick one first and go down the line and tally it. But everybody got some type of scent, some type of flavor. People know what they want in life. So figure out what the fuck you want and go get that shit. Let it kill you, literally. Let it kill you. Let it kill you. That means live on the edge. Ain't no mistakes when you're doing what the fuck you want to do. No such thing as mistakes. So just keep going. Just trust it. Trust the process all the way. Don't let none stop you. And I promise you, everything is gonna be fine. You know, I'm 25, but I'm wise, man. That's because there was a lot of OGs, older heads around me when I was young. You know, they play lottery tickets and drinking 40s and smoking cigarettes and shit. So, you know, I heard a lot of conversations. Grew up in the church, saw a lot, hustled, you know, so my brain's a little different than others. I'm just a positive kid, man. Everything about me is positive. I believe in everybody, even if I don't know you. If you come up to me and ask me a question and it'd be crazy because, you know, a lot of comedians don't like to get talked to before shows. I was like that once. I'm kind of still like it, but man, you could talk to me. Because yesterday before the show, before I went up the headline at the first show, comedians asking to take photos. Seriously, a few asked to take some photos, add them on social sites, and I did it. You know, I did it. Who am I to say no? You know, you the reason I'm still doing it, you know? So that'll never change. Never. I don't need to get inside my head before I go up on the stage no more. This is literally what I do. Ain't no prepping. You know, I go up there and I talk. I have fun. Yeah, I go up there with shit planned. Sometimes I don't. It depends on how the fuck I wake up in the Volvo. So man, I'm just having fun with life, man. I'm saying I'm one of a kind. We all one of a kind. We all are different. We got different habits. And I never change who I am. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, a whole lot of North Side shit. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett. Like, subscribe, share, tell everybody. Tell your cousin you don't like. Tell your baby mama. Tell the dude down the street who keep calling the police on you because you fresher than him. Go down the street and tell him to listen to Wherever I'm At. Follow my YouTube page at Malcolm-Hatchett. Follow my Instagram page at MalcolmH12. Follow my Twitter page at Malcolm-Hatchett. And show love to my Patreon page at Malc12. MALC12. This is The Life of a Comic, Wherever I'm At, with Malcolm-Hatchett.
Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett.
Malcolm-Hatchett.
Wherever I'm at.
Malcolm-Hatchett. Malcolm-Hatchett.
Wherever I'm at with Malcolm-Hatchett.
Malcolm-Hatchett.